Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Sandown Park here on Saturday. It is December the 7th, 2019. I'm going to look at the stakes races on the program from Sandown, but before I get onto that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. And I mean it, around the world. Let's get to the stakes action from Sandown. One of my, if not my favorite race over the jumps, is happening today here at Sandown. The Tingle Creek's always a good, exciting race, and this year, no exception. Great race. So we'll look at that. And we'll look at the other stakes race, the fourth race, the 150. So those are races 4 and 6 of the 150 and 3 o'clock. Let's get to the fourth race, the 150 from Sandown, which is the Grade 1 Henry VIII Novices Chase. Grade 1 event for Class 1 horses, going for per $70,500. Race for novice 4-year-olds and upwards. Field of 7 horses going the distance of ground of 3,100 meters, or a mile 15/16 over the chase course. Top selection here. I'm going to go take a shot with 3-horse Grand Sancy. I'm going to go 3-6-1 in the tri-cash trifecta. 3-6-1 tri-cash trifecta. Top selection 3-horse Grand Sancy. Harry Coden's on this. Paul Nichols trained 5-year-old by Diamond Boy. The horse's most recent outing came with hurdles at Wincanton on the 9th of November. Mile 7/8 in the Grade 2 Elite hurdle. He finished second by 3/4 in length. He jumped well. He needed that extra turn a foot late, but he improved off the race too before. 2 back at Kempton, an illicit hurdle, 2-mile trip, 20th of October. He didn't finish the race. He fell, and what can you do? He just probably wasn't 100% fresh that day, and he just kind of got klutzy. And then before then, the Grade 1 Sky Bet Supreme Novice Hurdle. He finished 11 by 35 lengths at Cheltenham in the spring, excuse me. There again, he just doesn't drive tougher horses. It just wasn't his day to win. He has run here at Sandown on the hurdle course. Now, before I go any further, the hurdle course and the chase course are 2 completely different things. It's like jam and peanut butter. 2 different things. Shall we say, peanut butter, which is very either like it or hate it, is kind of the chase course, where it can be very difficult at times, and the hurdle course is very kind to horses, but still can be tough. He did run a very good place in the Tolworth Novice Hurdle here in January behind a very good horse. He jumped well. He wasn't going to catch Elixir de Nuts, but he still ran a good race there. He got around the race course well. After that, I went the Kingwell at Wincanton very nicely, and then he ran the disaster at Wincanton, at Cheltenham. But like I said, he's coming back here, so he knows the grounds well. I expect him to run a good race, and he's coming here to the chases for the first time. And I think, they must think highly of the horse to bring him to a very tough race over the chases for the first time without having him run. At 9-2, let's give him a shot. So to recap my selection for the 150, the 4th race from Sandown, it's Grade 1 Henry VIII Novice Chase. Let's take 3-horse Grand Sancy. We'll go 3-6-1 in the tri-cash trifecta. Now let's get to the 6th race at 3 o'clock, which is the Grade 1 Tingle Creek Chase. Grade 1 event for Class 1 horses, going for a purse $192,000. Race for 4-year-olds and upwards. 8 horses are going the 3,100 meter journey, or a mile and 15/16 over the very tough chase course. Top selection here. We have quite a few former winners in this one, and I'm going to go with one of them. That's going to be the 5-horse Politologue. I'm going to go 5-1-6 in the tri-cash trifecta. 5-1-6 tri-cash trifecta. Top selection 5-horse Politologue. This 8-year-old gun by Political Goats here. Harry Coden's on this one for Paul Nichols, so we're going to hopefully get a double here. And this horse's most recent outing came the Grade 2 Shoulder Chase at Cheltenham a few weeks ago. The 2-mile trip. He finished second by 1/4 lengths. The Pride Desoy was the favorite in this one. Just had the jump on him. He kept going very nicely. This horse, he jumped well. He needed that extra turn a foot late, but first off the break, he probably needed the race. Before they ran the Grade 1 JLT Chase at Aintree, 2.5 miles, April the 5th, he finished second by 20 lengths behind Min, and Min probably ran the race of his life that day. This horse, 2.5 miles, maybe just got to him. He never really quickened up, but he was the best of the rest. And then the Queen Mother Chase at Cheltenham, 2 miles, March 13th. He finished second by 1.75 lengths behind Altior, who just freaked that day, and won nicely. This horse just wasn't getting to him. And then a race you could throw out was the Ascot Chase at Ascot. I watched the race 5 times in the last week, and 2 miles 5/8 trip. He finished 4th by 20 lengths, and he just never really got into it. Also, he didn't have blinkers, so maybe that had something to do with it. He won this race in 2017 very nicely, so he's a course and distance winner, which is nice. But they took him to the longer trips, which he was doing okay in, but I like him back to a nearly 2-mile trip here today. Like I said, his last one wasn't half bad. Back to Sandown where he's won. I expect him to run a very big race. Let's take him at 9-2. So to recap my selection for the 3 o'clock from Sandown, the 6th race, it's the Grade 1 Tingle Creek Chase. Let's take the 5-horse Politolog. We'll go 5-1-6 in the Tri-Cash Trifecta. So good luck to all, please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck.